All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people, just like you and just like me. So maybe I've got a scoop here. At least Jim Peterik said I had a scoop, and he gave me a couple of scoops during his interview the other day, which phenomenal interview. If you didn't get the opportunity to go and watch it, my interview with Jim Peterik. He's the guy who wrote Eye of the Tiger. He's the guy who was in Ides of March. He was the guy in Survivor. He was also the guy who is currently in the band Pride of Lions, which they have a new album out called Lionheart. It's amazing. But during my conversation with Jim, I found out that he's been writing songs with Chicago's Robert Lamb. So this is really good news. Look, these lockdowns, one thing that you could say is a silver lining is that these guys are recording. People are creating music. They have a lot of free time, and there's a lot of subject matter. This is a tune that's very optimistic. It's already out there, as you can see on YouTube. It's called Everything's Gonna Work Out Fine. Now, originally, Jim told me that this was supposed to be just a Robert Lamb solo project, and that he and Robert would be working together and writing together. But it now has blossomed into a full-blown Chicago project, which, based on the recording here and the air in the song, meaning that you can hear all the instrumentation, obviously the horn section is there. Jim Peterik has a lot of experience with horn sections back in the Ides of March days. So these two Chicago boys got together, and they're creating, and I have a feeling this is going to be like an old school Robert Lamb oriented Chicago album. By the way, it is the first non-Christmas music the band has made, with new singer Neil Donnell and with new bass player Brett Simons. So I think that's cool. I think that's good. Neil Donnell, I've had my critiques of Neil. I like how he and Jim Peterik actually duet on this particular track. Again, really good stuff, and it is a promising beginning to what might be a really good full-blown Chicago album, and I would even go as far to say maybe even a comeback album for Chicago. Jim Peterik is such a monster talent and such an amazing writer. And what Jim does really well is he writes to whatever music he's trying to make. So Chicago obviously has a different sound than Survivor or 38 Special. And the reason I mention those two bands is because obviously Jim wrote songs for those bands. Although, you could go back to Ides of March, and maybe there's a little touch of Ides of March in this. But this has that laid-back West Coast Robert Lamb jazziness to it, and Jim Peterik has come up with some great lyrics, probably along with Robert Lamb. I mean, they're both excellent songwriters, so that's what makes this so interesting and promising and raising expectations. So very cool. Yes, I got a scoop here. I don't think this was reported anywhere. I didn't check the Chicago website or anything, but my guess is it's not out, in the mainstream rock community as of yet. But Chicago is working on a new record with Jim Peterik helping out, probably with songwriting and instrumentation. And Neil Donnell is singing. Robert Lamb, I'm sure, will be back singing. I'm sure the whole band eventually will be back performing on this record. But this particular track has a really nice groove and some great horns, and it's everything you'd want in a Chicago song. So pretty cool stuff, and a great collaboration in the works. All right, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and please, oh please, if you can help me out over on Patreon. It'll cost you $1 a month if you want to join. If you've got a scoop like this, or anything else for that matter, give me a holler over there. Again, it's just $1 a month. All right, I'm done. See you soon.